Bass recruited his old followers, Wind, Rain, Thunder, and Lightning, and sent them to stop the explosive team from being reunited and to stop Leopard and Moto. Leopard ran into Wind as he entered F City. It seemed like Leopard was going to lose to Wind's spin, but Leopard managed to think quickly and turn it around. Hannibal discovered Rain trying to steal some top-secret documents. He was challenged but wasn't aware of the plot.
Explosive team reunited.
As Leffy and Tiger continue with the Swell Fighter training, they have no idea what's about to happen in the room above them. Rain has challenged Hannibal to a duel, and the winner gets the secret documents.
Laser armor!
Illusion spider! All right, now let's fight! Ah! Even though Illusion Spider's attack is weak, it can work. It can maintain its strength and push itself on, just like a spider's web. That's because it has a highly stable offense. Couple that with never-ending perseverance, and it makes for a formidable weapon. The path that it maps out is like a spider web. It wraps his opponent in a circle, making it impossible to escape. Hannibal, that's what's gonna happen to your swirl fighter. You're gonna get trapped in a web and then chewed up.
A trick to waste my energy. Well, we'll see. Useless tricks might not be enough to take on my newly modified laser armor. You don't know anything, Rain. You have no idea what my swirl fighter can do. As far as I'm concerned right now, you're just flying blind, understand?
You know, over the year that I haven't seen you, you've become even more pathetic. I'll just have to give it all my strength. Sacred Beast Poison Spider! So, you see that? See how your speed's reduced?
My swirl fighter is a defense type and it doesn't have that much strength to attack. However, I can adjust the weight to assist one. Not many swirl fighters can handle it then.
Huh?
Huh? What was that noise? I hope that Hannibal didn't hurt himself.
Ugh. I never thought laser armor could do this. Hannibal, I'm holding yours and Tiger's data in my hands right now. And very soon you'll see what'll happen. You'll lose to me! It doesn't matter what the outcome of the game was. I've already completed my mission! See ya!
Am I seeing things, Hannibal? I could swear that guy just now looks so much like Rain.
Yeah, it was him.
What? Ever since Bass got locked up at the bottom of the ocean, his four subordinates, Rain, Wind, Thunder, and Lightning, disappeared too. So how come they've suddenly reappeared? Something isn't right here.
I want to know how he managed to find us here.
The gene block competition is about to begin very shortly, and suddenly Bass's stooges start reappearing out of nowhere. It's just too much of a coincidence, don't you think, guys? Maybe he's got some new sinister plan in mind.
Bass has been locked away at the bottom of the ocean, and the only thing that can open that lock would be that key.
Yeah, don't worry. I've held on to it tightly. It's safe.
Unless he wants Wind, Rain, Thunder, and Lightning to enter the gene block competition, but with their current abilities, I don't think they have any chance at winning at all.
Hey, who's out there? Show yourself! Ah!
Slow down, it's just me.
Huh?
Leopard?
What? The sacred wind-chasing leopard has made it back then?
Yes, and that leopard kid has a new swirl fighter as well. It was really powerful.
What? I put the tab on Hannibal's swirl fighter. Now Master Baz will have control and he'll be able to see their every move, so there's nothing to worry about.
Good. Now only the owner of the Firebird and the 4 sacred beasts hasn't made it back to them. Tomorrow is the last day of registration. We must not let them rejoin the team, no matter what. Just leave that to us.
That's right. Yeah, we know that guy well.
Today is the last day of registration for the Gene Block competition, so hurry.
As you know, the meteorite that was recently found has the ability to increase power levels considerably, and whoever is able to acquire the Gene Block will become undefeatable.
Yeah, and it's pretty obvious who's gonna become undefeatable. The explosive team, of course.
Throughout the day, a number of powerful players have shown up to register. It's proving to be quite the competition. So tell us, guys, has the explosive team decided to participate in the competition as well?
Yes, we have. Leopard's the latest member of the team to return for the competition. He's no longer just a little prince of his tribe.
Come on, stop saying that. I'm a tribal leader.
Now, we're waiting for the last member of our team to show up. As soon as he does, we'll register for it.
From what I understand, the last member of your team wasn't always on your side. Moto was once your opponent, am I right? This was approximately a year ago. Moto wasn't part of your team. Instead, he was actually competing against you and was working for Bass at the time. The explosive team has worked their way up from F-City to the interstate rounds with Moto as your strongest opponent. After that, he suddenly announced his departure from Bass's team and joined the explosive team, which begs the question, aren't you afraid that he might do the exact same thing to the explosive team?
He won't. No. See, I'm the genius swirl fighter king. Moto wouldn't dare abandon me. He's missed me way too much. I mean, we haven't seen him in a year, so he misses us all. But I think he misses me the most.
Jeez, there's nothing captain-like about this guy, is there?
It seems like the explosive team is full of confidence. I believe that once they join the competition, they're going to give the meteorite team a challenge.
The thought of the explosive team being reunited and fighting together has excited him. Tiger is very happy about this.
Come on, Moto. Where are you, man?
No one has noticed that their every move and every word they say is being watched and heard by Bass at the bottom of the ocean.
Tiger, you actually believe in Moto. You seem to have forgotten that he betrayed me,
There
my
you
friend.
have it, folks. The explosive team are almost
So
ready to go.
trusting. What a bunch of naive little kids you all are. Either way, I'm not gonna give you the chance to take away the gene block. That gene block belongs to me and to me only.
Now, this is the 5th member of the explosive team, the owner of Sacred Beast Firebird, the rightful owner of the Firebird family, Moto. Every member comes from a different background. Moto comes from a very complicated and sad background. When he was a young boy, he had a good life and a happy family, a loving father and mother. But one day, a car accident took his parents away from him.
It's very strange. It almost looks like the car ran into the pole by itself. Can that be?
Maybe. It looks like they did this to themselves. No external influence.
There are 7 of these swirl fighters, and I hold 4 of them in my hands. So I have over half. So then, do you want one, Moto? Here you go then, I'll give you this swirl fighter. Firebird. Let's see if you can make it move.
From then on, Bass adopted Moto and raised him as one of his own. Moto always considered Bass to be his closest living relative, until one day, he saw his grandfather who was locked up, and he found out that it was Bass who had caused his parents' car accident. From then on, his purpose changed. He swore to steal the Sacred Beast Firebird swirl fighter.
Who's there?
He realized he was being trained by Bass to steal more swirl fighters.
Don't be afraid, I'm your grandfather. You see, I'm the first owner of Sacred Beast Firebird.
With the help of the explosive team, he finally released his grandfather from Bass's grip and stopped working for him. And once he received Leffy's letter, he understood the mission of the explosive team. He couldn't wait to leave and be reunited with everyone. That's strange. He was just here. How come he disappeared into thin air so fast?
Fool!
Ow!
You! This is all your fault. You should have been watching him, but you insisted on watching the ants fight instead, so we lost him. What are we gonna do now, huh?
Well, hi there, guys. Are you looking for me? So, long time, Thunder and Lightning. You've been following me for a while, so how can I help you?
What are you talking about? Lightning and I were just passing through. We had no idea you were here.
Shut up! He already knew we were following him. You're such a nut! You were once treasured by Bass because of your fantastic skills, Moto, but now you've chosen to betray him, and that's simply unacceptable.
Bass is locked up at the bottom of the ocean. You should realize he's using you. Bass uses people as tools to acquire what he wants. He was doing that with me, now he's doing it with you guys. Can't you see that?
Shut up. We know that you're heading over to rejoin the explosive team, Moto. What's so good about them anyway?
Those guys? Well, the only way to get that is to have some real friends of your own. Anyway, I have to get going.
You can't leave. See, you can't leave here, as there are people that don't want you to return, and we're here to make sure you don't.
People? You mean Bass? It can't be. Bass has been locked up for a while and Tiger has the key, unless something's gone wrong and...
So how about it, Moto? If you want to leave this place, you have to fight us.
What? You think you can compete with me now? You forget. When I was standing by Bass's side, both of you were under me, you remember? Yeah, right. I'm the one who taught you how to use your swirl fighters.
That was before. Today, it's hard to say who's gonna win. Right, Moto?
So we'll just wait for Moto to show up, and then we'll register. Then it'll be me, the Genius Swirl Fighter King, making a very powerful appearance with the explosive team by my side to do battle, and we'll fight hard. Kirk and the Meteorite team and that scary black goat guy will be petrified of us, and then we'll win the whole tournament.
Oh, there he goes, being his cocky self once again. It's almost noon now. How come Moto hasn't shown up?
Forget about rejoining the explosive team and we'll let you go.
Besides, we hear you haven't competed in a match in over a year anyway, so how can you possibly have the confidence to defeat us both now?
Over this past year, I've traveled all over the world. I've met with a number of incredible swirl fighters during that time, and in keeping with the Firebird name, I've reinvented my swirl fighter and made it even more powerful. You were no competition for me a year ago, so why now? Imperial Firebird!
Ha! You have no idea! Show him our new combination! Let's do it!
Confusing Butterfly Swirl Fighter!
Golden Bee Swirl Fighter! Huh?
Yeah!
Ah!
Move?
Yeah. It looks like Moto's Swirl Fighter is an endurance type of Swirl Fighter, so we can't compete in terms of endurance. But the level of attacking power isn't high with the endurance type. So with both of us attacking him constantly, we can take him.
Right, its attack and defense levels are normal. They're not great, so if I can coordinate with your attack, then it has to sacrifice its endurance power to protect itself. And that way we can force it to exhaust its energy pretty quickly.
I get it. It looks like they want to use the Golden Bee Swirl Fighter as the main attacker. And then, the confusing Butterfly Swirl Fighter will quickly exhaust my endurance.
Imperial Firebird doesn't stand a chance. Get rid of it now, Thunder!
Yeah! Show yourself now, Sacred Beast Thunder God! Yeah!
My Imperial Firebird has been pushed to the edge. While that is dangerous, it can also become a trap for the opponent. Ah! Sacred Beast Firebird, show yourself! Ah! Confusing Butterfly's attack power is strong. Unless I've analyzed this wrong, it's not an endurance swirl fighter. Golden Bee is an attack type swirl fighter. These tend to be the Achilles heel to endurance type swirl fighters. If I can think of a way to get rid of confusing Butterfly, it'll make it easier to deal with Golden Bee.
Don't rush. We can attack one more time.
Thunder's quite irrational. That's it. I can use that!
As the previous leader of the four subordinates, Moto was very familiar with their characteristics, so he chose to use Thunder's irrationality to fight against him. This is what happens when you challenge me! Now I'm gonna finish this!
Confusing Butterfly uses the attack plate to create static, making its attack stronger. But it can't release the current. And that could be its downfall.
Look at what you've done now, Thunder! I've always told you not to be so irrational!
Don't you start thinking that you've won this battle simply because it's a one-on-one fight now, Moto. I've already geared up the poison liquid attack plate, so this fight is nowhere near over yet. Do you understand? I'll give you one more chance, Moto. Forget about the team and we'll let you go.
Poison liquid?
How come you haven't signed up for the Gene Block competition yet? The deadline is here, and if you don't sign up now, you won't be able to compete. I wouldn't waste any more time sitting around here. Everyone was excited about the competition as they waited for Moto, but they were shocked to hear that the deadline for registration had arrived. Moto hadn't shown up yet, and the team was rapidly running out of time. No one knows exactly what happened to Moto on his way to F City, and now the members of the explosive team have no idea what to do. Tiger strongly believes that Moto will eventually return, and they insist on registering as 4. The explosive team starts to talk about the key that locked Bass up, and that it's hidden at Tiger's house. Unfortunately, this was overheard by Bass. By the time the explosive team realizes they've been tapped, Kirk has already gotten a hold of the key. They quickly rush to the Darkness base and try their best to pull the key out before Bass can break the seal.